Hello there, Marcus and Steve here today. Hope you're well, hope you're having a good week. We want to talk to you today about a little thing you all know is common sense, a lot of people don't do it, staff and smiling. Give us a big smile, Steve. Come on, give us a Now, we all know that we should smile, don't we? But the truth is we don't, and often we should be, we don't, and your customers are picking that up, by the way. They're picking it up because they're picking the energy up, aren't they, Steve?
Absolutely, yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes in hospitality and catering, they actually believe it's a job. In actual fact, it's a vocation. Hospitality is a career for many of us. You need to greet someone. You know, if you haven't greeted or haven't seen a long-term friend, what you do? How you doing? You know, you pick up you're right.
Oh,
it is that energy. It is that you're feeling scowling. It looks like something's up. You almost feel the customer feels apologetic for being there. Try not to do that. It is energy. Yeah, definitely.
It's infectious as well. I remember I was doing some training for a company down at I'll tell you who they were. Creative Events. They run Earl's Court in Olympia down there, and they're massive this year because they're doing all the work for the Olympics. And I remember there was two. Don't take me the wrong way. There was two Swedish girls on this course that I was doing this training for. They were lovely girls, but what the thing was, serious point, Steve, serious point, don't mess around. Serious point is both these girls, the whole 2 days that we were teaching them, kind of were almost smiling all the time. They kind of got that warm energy and were really smiling. And I tell you what, and here's the word I want you all to get out there, is the word is infectious. It was infectious because what happened is everyone else started smiling, everyone else is kind of like their energy's up. And it was amazing that you know, a smile can mean so much to somebody, can't it?
Yeah,
and yet
definitely.
people, you know, we all know that, but people don't do it, do they, anymore? And you've got to do it, haven't you?
How many times have you been out to a restaurant and say, well, you know what, the staff were horrible. You know, they weren't attentive.
Yeah.
But okay, you can put up with the attentive. If things go wrong in your restaurant as well,
Yeah.
you know, put on a bit of a smile and say, well, actually, do you know what, we messed up. But that's the thing, it's honesty is infectious as well. Okay, we messed up, but listen, we're prepared to give this back, and smile, because people like that. It's just friendly. It's not a big secret.
Totally agree with you, but do you think then, I went somewhere the other day, and you know, we take a lot of this for granted, and you shouldn't take it for granted, because a great phrase of ours is common sense isn't that common. Do you think that staff should actually be trained in smiling and doing stuff like this?
I think you've got to employ staff that are natural smilers, because things happen.
Great point. Yeah, great point.
You know, it doesn't say on an application form, are you a happy person? Are you happy with your life at the moment? Yeah. Do you have the necessary skills? Yeah. I can put a knife and fork down, but you know what? I'm miserable. You know. But
yeah.
Is it a simple? It's a personal thing, isn't it? And I don't think many people sort of tap into that. Teach someone to smile.
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, there was a guy that we did some work for down in Cambridge, turns over a fortune in his business, and I'll never forget when I was doing an interview with him a while ago, and he said to me, he said, staff Marcus, he says, what I do is I don't want a CV. He says, I just ask them to come and see me, and these were his words, and he said, I get them to sit down with me, and I just want to see what their smile like and their energy's like before I even look at what they've done.
Yeah. That's good. Here's another tip for you, actually, and it might make you smile. My mum used to be a housekeeper in London years ago, and
You from London?
Yeah, we're all smiling down to London, you know. So what he used to do to interview people, they used to walk through whether we're going to be working. Here's a little tip for you, probably against health and safety, but please don't do this if you think it's health and safety. There used to be a broom on the floor, or some sort of article that was on the floor, and they'd had people walk through, and the one person that got the job was the one person that picked the thing up off the floor. You're hired, because they naturally saw something
I did something about it.
and did something about it. The rest weren't taken on.
Yeah.
But those are little psychological trips, and hopefully that little story made you smile. So anyway.
So, remember, employ staff that are passionate. Might not be as passionate as you. Employ staff that smile, and ideally you want staff that have got a warm energy, because your customers can feel it. And remember Steve's favourite saying, if
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes. Until next time, be the very best you can be. We look forward to seeing you again.
Take care.